everyone, this is Rabbit's Blog Animation Bliss, and welcome to my anime discussion series. So today's anime discussion is going beyond my thoughts on the first season of Dragon's Dogma. And before I get into this, here are a few words from the channel. Hey guys, if you want to check out more content from this channel, then tune in every Sunday and Monday for new videos. And if you happen to see any videos posted up during the week, that must mean there was a bit of anime and news that we wanted to talk about. So those would be considered special videos. And if you want to chat with us on social media or see when new videos are being released, then follow us through Twitter and Facebook. And also, please feel free to join our new Facebook group, Chat with Animation Bliss, where we talk about animation with other animation fans. And now, we return to our regularly scheduled program. So Dragon's Dogma is a new series on Netflix that's based off a video game series, and the show starts off with a young man named Ethan who's living happily with his wife and their unborn child. But one tragic day, a dragon comes to Ethan's village and ends up murdering Olivia and his unborn child. And to make matters worse, the dragon ends up taking Ethan's heart as a result. Once Ethan wakes up from this ordeal, he meets up with a young woman named Hannah who tells him that she will be his protector, and Ethan spends most of the series trying to find the dragon that stole his heart, as well as trying to react his revenge against the dragon. Now, I have to admit that I never played the Dragon's Dogma video games, so I didn't know much about this series until I watched this show, and I started to know more about Dragon's Dogma as a series at least. But since I never played the video game series, let's just talk about the show itself. I've really been enjoying the show so far. I think it's really intense, and it has a lot of great action sequences, and I think the animation is very well done. It's done in that cell animation that we're starting to see in a lot of anime shows lately, and I think it works very well here as it makes the characters look more realistic and their movements more fluid. So I really like the animation in this series so far. Another thing that I really liked about this series was how they develop each of the characters in this series. I really like how they develop Ethan's character in the series, as he starts off the series being optimistic and a friendly guy who wants to help out everybody, but after his heart gets stolen by the dragon, he ends up becoming much more emotionless and cold throughout the season. And at first, I was kind of confused at what was going on, about why Ethan is acting so heartless and cold all of a sudden. But then it hit me that his heart was stolen, so of course he's starting to act emotionless and heartless because of this. So I like how they developed that aspect of Ethan's character in this season. Another character I was really interested in was Hannah, his companion. Like Ethan, she's going through a bit of character growth herself as she starts off the season being cold and emotionless like Ethan starts to become throughout the season. But then as she starts developing her character, she becomes much more emotional and more prone to helping out people than Ethan was. And I thought that was really interesting that both characters are changing their personalities throughout the season. Like Ethan becomes more cold and heartless as a result of losing his heart, while Hannah becomes much more emotional and helpful as she helps Ethan go on his journey. So I really like that aspect of how their personalities change throughout the season. I was also shocked at a lot of violence that happened this season. This is one of the goriest anime series I've seen in a long while. The first episode alone has a child being killed on screen, and that really shocked me because with a lot of horror and fantasy films, you don't see the child protagonist get killed off or anything like that. But nope, this show didn't pull any punches with killing a child on screen in the first episode. So I was really shocked by that. So yes, this series definitely earned its mature rating. Now, some of the problems that I do have with this season is that I felt like the pacing is a bit too fast. I felt like they moved through some plot points a little too fast, especially when Ethan and Hannah go on their journey and they just basically whiz by the situations they go through, like meeting up with this mayor who's withholding all the food from his citizens, and they just whiz through that situation very quickly. And I kind of wish that they just at least develop some of these characters a little more instead of be it's just about Ethan and Hannah. It should be about the different human protagonists they meet along the way and how Ethan and Hannah's journey ends up changing those characters. Also, I felt like we didn't see much of the dragon this season. I wanted to know more about how the dragon is reacting to Ethan going on this journey to find him. And the fact that the dragon only showed up in the first episode and the last episode this season was a bit disappointing for me because I wanted to know more about the dragon. I wanted to know more about his backstory. And I felt like we could have had more of that if they featured the dragon a bit more this season. So overall, I've really been enjoying Dragon's Dogma. I think it's a fantastic series, especially if you're a huge fan of the video game series. I definitely recommend you check out the show. And if you're a huge fan of the anime series Berserk, you'll definitely enjoy this show. Both shows have a protagonist who's super strong, and both protagonists have to go through a lot of turmoil in their lives just to reach their goals of vengeance. Well, that's my review on the first season of Dragon's Dogma, and I'm hoping that the show gets a second season because the way that this first season wrapped up was really shocking, and I'd like to see more from these characters in future episodes. But tell me in the comments down below, have you seen Dragon's Dogma? And if you have, did you like the show? Did you hate the show? And have you played the video games Dragon's Dogma? Please feel free to tell me in the comments down below. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Rabbit's Blog Animation Bliss, and I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, like this video? Then please feel free to hit that like button. And also, hit that subscribe button for more animation content from this channel. And now, roll the credits please.